Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rajesh. Today we are going to discuss about the impact of servicescape and physical evidence on the employee response and customer response. This is the topic from service marketing book. So let us talk about this diagram. This diagram illustrates a conceptual framework, and this framework is often used in the service marketing or even environmental psychology to explain how the physical environment of a service setting influences both the employee response and the customer response or behavior. So let's talk about the first point, physical evidence. Now, this initial box outlines the observable, tangible elements that make up the service environment. These are divided into three categories: ambient conditions, space or function, signs, symbols, and artifacts. Well, if I talk about the ambient conditions, I'm talking about non-visual or non-textual elements like temperature, air quality, and all. Talking about the space or function, the layout and arrangement of the physical space, including equipments, furnishing. Talking about signs, symbols, these are the visual cues or symbolic items such as signage, personal artifacts, style of decor, and other decorative items that communicate meaning or a set of tone. Then comes the holistic environment. The entire collection of the physical evidence is processed by individuals to form a perceived servicescape. This is the overall subjective impression a person gets from the environment. Now, talking about the internal response, the perceived servicescape triggers internal responses in both employees and customers. For both employees and customers, let's talk about cognitive. Now, this is something called mental processes, including beliefs about the service or a company, categorization, and the symbolic meaning they attach to the environment. Then is the emotional. Now, this is something you call affective states such as mood, feeling of pain, and overall attitude towards the place. And then is physiological. Now, this is the physical and bodily reaction, including feelings of comfort or movement. And at the last comes the behavior. Now, this is the internal response, ultimately drive observable behaviors, which are divided based on whether the person is an employee or a customer. What will be the employee response? Individual behavior, actions like forming an affiliation with the company, exploration of the environment, and deciding to stay longer. Talking about the customer behavior, individual behavior such as being get attracted, deciding to stay explore, and acting to satisfy need, choosing to spend money, and making a decision to repurchase. And at the last comes the social interaction. Now, this behavior category is influenced by the internal response of both employees and customers, specifically focusing on the interaction. So, this is all about the physical evidence and servicescape. Thank you.